Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping $ usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $ usual 50/50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshit on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Push the weight and no flex. The live is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Like, wait. It's time to bleed. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. God forgive me, I got a headache this morning. At least it's a lot cooler outside. The last 2 days was ridiculous. Anyway, let's get to the show, man. Chi-Town's finest, G. McCall, Syria, Dal Anderson, Rick Blackwell, CT Fatboy, Ratchet, Steve L, Freedom's March, Jalen Hudson, Amanaz, the Queen, salute Queen. Go subscribe to my Queen right here, Amanaz. Let's run those numbers up, man. She does great work, man. Yes, ma'am. Derek Jackson. Derek J. Jones, I'm sorry. True Boxing Night, salute. MP, what up, man? Where you been? Good to see you, brother. The Audacity Podcast, salute. Stillwater Boxing, what up? Mark Hairston, the Sensei, Stormy B in the building. Melvin Harris. Oh, man. All right. Let's get to it, man. Shakur supporters or fanatics, whatever you identify as, man, front and center. Front and center. I hold this kid's feet to the flames, even when I've defended him. Style, what up? Even when I've defended him. This is another kid that all the talent, listen to me carefully, all the talent in that ring, because he hasn't been touched, man. He is that good. He has not been touched, man. He is that good. And as soon as I'm like ready to, like the train's ready to leave the yard, he says something crazy. Xavier, what up? Yeah, bro, I had a headache last night, bro. I had to go to bed, man. I had a weird day yesterday. I was just out of it, bro. I was out of it. Once I left my mom's crib, I was out of it. We'll talk, brother. Derek Gaines, the legend, salute. So, is this buffoon going to get popped? about Zepeda, or is he going to get past Zepeda and smoke him out like how we think he's going to do because he's that good? You know what's interesting? Aaron, what up? You know what's interesting? Many of the fighters that I take issue with what they do, you notice I never say they trash. Pick one. Just pick anyone. I never say that they trash. They end up doing something silly outside the damn ring. And I'm like, hey, man. When I say outside the ring, I'm like, all right, whether it be, by way of the law or they just say something stupid. Now, Shakur has a resume of saying stupid crap. He has a resume of doing stupid crap. Shade Girl, salute, Queen. I want to know what's next. I mean, I'm talking Shakur, Philip D in the building, salute. I mean, keep it a buck, man. The Shakur fanatics are looking past Zepeda. Zepeda's target practice. All right, fine. Let's roll with that. Let's roll with Zepeda being target practice. You want to roll with that? Let's roll with that. All right, cool. Let's roll with that. All right, so let's look past Zepeda. You want to do that? Let's play that game. Shamar, what up? Hen Dog, salute. What's next? What's next? Tell me what's next. Who's pulling the strings on Shakur's career? Because he's standing there like a pretty little diva, right? Right? He's a pretty little diva, and the pretty little diva has options, right? You got to work with Eddie Hearn, though, right? PJ, salute. Got to work with Eddie Hearn. So let's look past Zepeda, because he's supposed to smoke him, right? All right, let's roll with that. Let's roll with that. Drew, are you on code? Are you you're rooting for Shakur? I'm removed from the fight. If Shakur wins, it's expected. If Zepeda wins, it'll be something to talk about over the weekend. You know what I mean? It'll be something to discuss. But am I, boots on the ground for him? No. Y'all know why. Because it was something he should have did in the Olympics other than win. Get a gold medal. Something else he should have did in the Olympics to let us know how he was coming. And not wait till he gets the top rank to throw it in our face out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa, what's that? Oh, you're marketing. Oh, okay. All right, fine. Okay. You're marketing. Because those darkies, our support's not good enough. The darkie support is not good enough. But I ain't going to go there this morning. Tone, what up? Yeah, I know. I saw that, Tone. And you see, I ain't going to go there, man. Turkey could want all he wants. But you know what I found in these Turkey a la Chic events? Red Lipstick Bob, salute, Queen. How are you? Good to see you. You know what I find in these Turkey a la Chic events? I find that you get organic outcomes. I mean, now people could say, hey, man, that was a little suspect with Shiraz and Adamas. You could say that. You could say that. I'll chuck that up the box. You're not going to get perfect outcomes. They ain't like how he went over to Shiraz and said, hey, you're down 2 rounds. Okay, all right, fine. Y'all want to do that? I'm over it. Jeremy, what up? I'm over it. Brother Cole, salute. I'm over it. As soon as it happened, I'm over it. And I did say I thought Adamas won the fight. I did say that. But I'm over it. You know why? My brother Deontay didn't get any justice as of yet. Don't talk to me. Stop. Everything else is typical. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Some of you same mofos complaining about the Adamas Shiraz fight and how Turkey is suspect and everything else. You same cats that don't know anything about no Daniel Kinahan. I don't want to hear it. Don't talk to me. You're the same cat saying, oh, what do you mean Tyson Fury can't come to America no more? I don't want to hear it. Stop talking to me. Stop. Because we get on here and talk about corruption in the sport all the time, and y'all damn near tell us to shut the fuck up, and y'all show us by way of y'all views. K-Rod, salute. Y'all show us by way of your views. Oh, they talking about corruption again. Oh, God, this Daniel Kinahan. I'll skip this video. Yeah. Main biker, salute. Yeah, you go right ahead. As soon as you think something is corrupt in Saudi, y'all go on this tirade. Don't want to hear it. Have a nice hot cup of shut the F up this morning. So, what I do know about Riyadh season is that you get organic outcomes. The money's there. The fights could be made. 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 I do that for a reason. So if the money's there and the fights can be made, we should have a smorgasbord of everyone fighting. Unfortunately, we don't get that. Jeremy in the Strong House, man, salute to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. BVO, what up? I appreciate that, main biker. So, you get organic outcomes, and Turkey wants Shiraz to win. He wants Shakur to win because he got plans for them. Turkey's had plans before. Turkey planned on having our brother Deontay, who fights this weekend. More on that tomorrow. He's gonna knock homie head off. I'll just say that. But I'll talk about it. I didn't want to just do a video of Deontay. I want to do a whole show dedicated to my brother. Turkey's had a few plans that fell through. One of them was AJ and Deontay. Deontay didn't win against Parker, and AJ beat Otto Wallin. Here's the thing. Cats was running around talking about, oh, you know, Deontay lost. That wasn't part of the deal. That fight was next regardless. That fight was next regardless, man. Regardless. It was Eddie Hearn that said no. Matter of fact, you saw him jump up and celebrate it when Deontay lost. You saw it. I'm like, I don't know why he's celebrating. Oh, he rode that wave to say, oh, well, Deontay lost. Why fight him? Bullshit. You know why you fight him? Because we was waiting for that for goddamn 6 years, 7 years, man. Literally 6 or 7 years. That wasn't in the agreement. You have to win the fight. Y'all both have to win. That wasn't the agreement, man. But whatever. You know, we don't have to fight. And y'all justified it. Y'all justified it. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Believe me when I tell you, I'm over it. I understand you fanatics. Y'all are so far to the left in hating a fighter that you support everything that is his or her rival. And that's sad. All I want is for the best to fight the best. Y'all have these, you know, man crushes on these fighters.
Man crush.
And it's disgusting. I mean, really think about that. I want this guy to fight this guy. Well, I don't. Why? Because of his hair, his tattoos, and the other guy got skinny legs. And okay, that has nothing to do with skill set and what I want to see in the ring. When I say ring, you're thinking, I don't know, anal ring. Because you guys are closet homos. Why wouldn't you want to see the fighter you support test his mettle against his rival? I don't identify with any of you. That's why I have to watch the chat. I have to watch, you know, when I'm on my brother's panel and they let up an unfamiliar, Thomas, what up? Hulk, what up? Because I have to see what this person's talking about. Wait a minute, what? We're talking fighting and style, and this guy's talking about his repping his city and getting it out the mud, and I'm like, oh, come on. We're having two different, MXC, what up? We're having two different conversations, man, and I'm not entertaining it. That is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Eddie jumped up and celebrated when Parker beat Deontay. He jumped up and celebrated. I'm like, well, okay, what? That means he feels Deontay's right for the taking against AJ. We're going to see. And the fight never happened. Had people running around online talking about, oh, the agreement was he had to win. Well, Deontay lost. That wasn't the agreement, stupid. Do y'all even know? Y'all all are a bunch of Judases, man. I'm not even going to say, oh, well, you rocking with AJ. Eddie Hearn had a bigger fan base than Anthony Joshua, man. Seriously. I will never let y'all live that down, man. Ever. Ridiculous, man. But it's all relevant to this dude, Shakur. Because he had an opportunity to do at least one thing great. That was a fight Devin Haney. And it was a winnable fight because Devin was going to be drained at 135. He was going to have a shot at 4 belts. He could have been the next undisputed champion at 135 right now, as we speak. Right now. First time on pay-per-view, highest payday. He says no. Why? Money. Now let's park right there for a minute. Money? What, he wasn't getting enough? Well, let me ask the chat, because I don't know. I'm going to ask you something. Did Shakur make more money fighting Edwin De Los Santos than he would have made with Devin Haney?
Whoa! Go!
Just asking, because maybe he did. I don't know. That was a trade-off. I know my worth. What did that mean? What did that mean? I know my worth. What did that mean? Tell me what that meant. What did that mean? And this is what I'm saying about you Devin Haney haters. That young man did everything at 135. And he did everything and tried to do more. And y'all found more things to put in front of him so that he couldn't do it. And y'all were cool with that. And then when he left, y'all say he ran from the damn division. Okay, so if Shakur is the savior of the division, what is he doing? And on top of that, you had the networks calling him Borman. Skip the pillow fist, right? I mean, what more does Shakap have to do? He's already waving the Puerto Rican flag. What's up? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? So he's waving the Puerto Rican flag, right? Because his daddy's Puerto Rican. He told Devin Haney where to go and what to do, and I know my worth. He done did that. All right, so y'all celebrate that. He's saying Tank's name and what? What is he doing? Outstanding performance against Josh Padley, who took the fight on short notice. You beefed with Lomachenko in the goddamn audience. He told you, let's go outside. He went straight hood on you, right? You said, no, in the ring. All right, well, all right. Well, Loma's retired. And Loma's going to be in the Hall of Fame. I can't wait. I can't wait for that discussion. Hopefully I'm around, God willing. I can't wait for that discussion. Lomachenko, Hall of Famer. You get to hear Buck Dancing Bradley while eating a biscuit in a drum, a drum leg, fried hard, drinking hot sauce from a goddamn shot glass. Coach, what up? Yep. Lomachenko, first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm telling you, he's the Matrix. He's gonna sit there and justify every second of it. I'm not gonna argue with anybody over that. I'm like, all right, whatever. Yeah, Loma's the GOAT, right? Okay, great. Y'all handle that. Y'all deal with that. When he is up in the hall, when that ballot comes back, and there's gonna be like 10 black fighters on there, and you know there's gonna be like 5 motherfuckers on there. Like, yo, I didn't even know he wasn't in the Hall of Fame. Why is he not there? And Loma's gonna be top of the list. Y'all deal with it. I'm not. I'm done talking to y'all. I've come to the understanding that these boxing fanatics are what they are. You guys are retarded. Okay? You guys are retarded. The fanatics, you know, I'm not a fanatic of any person or anything. I'm not a fanatic. That's why I don't like using the term fan. I read the true definition of fanatic on here for y'all a couple of times. Fan is short for fanatic. I'm a fanatic of nothing. Fanatics are stalkers. You know, you see what goes on at soccer games? Those are fanatics. There's a movie called Green Street Hooligans. Green Street Hooligans with the kid that played Frodo Baggins. He's in it. Go watch that film. Go watch the film. That wasn't about soccer. Those guys who rooted for their cities, their soccer teams, that was gang war. Go watch the film. It's very educational. You got people running around like repping boxers like this. Well, they think they do. They're not like that. That was gang war in that movie. These guys, you know, jump in the chat and have a disagreement. Now you want to hop on a plane and go somewhere and pull up on somebody. I never knew it was that serious. It's ridiculous, man. Green Street Hooligans. Google it, watch it. If you can find a Freedom's March in that super chat. Much love, brother. Go subscribe to my brother Freedom's March, man. He's been grinding for real. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. I can't wait till you get monetized, for real. Green Street Hooligans. And when I first came to YouTube, I'm like, whoa. These boxers got fan bases that they want to rock their shirts and their fitteds, and whoa, you pull up to a fight and there's 30 of them. It's like that? No, it's not. It's just this idiot online. It's just this one guy or two guys or a dude that owns a YouTube channel. The funniest shit is some of these dudes that get you so riled up over a fighter. I'm outside. I don't see them niggas. And I'm not saying, oh, when I see you, I'm going to A, B, and C. Man, look. Picture me catching a case for beating up somebody because they said something to me online. How do you explain that to the law when you get arrested? Because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Think about it. You're in front of the desk officer. Now they taking your everything out your pockets, and now you're sitting in the cell like, man. Now you got to call a lawyer if you have one. Well, what happened? Well, you know, this guy said something to me online, and we was at the fight, and I saw him, and okay, and then what happened? And I don't care whether he stepped to you or you stepped to him. Yeah, it got physical. Wait a minute, online? Okay, now listen. If he stepped to you, I'm not saying not to defend yourself. But imagine, you got to spend money on a lawyer, and now you got to fight for your freedom because you knocked the shit out of somebody because of something that they said online. And over what? A boxer? Man, that boxer better be blood related to you, man. Don't even play with it, man. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all hear me say it all the time. You see me in real life and you feel a certain way, stay away from me. It's that simple. Like I tell you, you don't like my content, leave my channel. It's all right. You got options. There's an X button, a back button, do not recommend, thumbs down button, do all of that. Just go away. Y'all don't see me anywhere where anyone's talking crazy about myself, my brothers, everybody in the LDBC. You don't see me over there. Trill Will, my brother, salute. Adrian Vance, salute. Jose, my brother. It's that simple. Now, how does this pertain to the topic of today's show? I guess Shakur got a fan base, which is great. But after he washes Zepeda, because that's what y'all say, all right? That's what y'all say, all right? What's next? All right, so he's standing there like a diva, all right? He's a diva now, right? He's a diva. All right, cool. What's next? You think Eddie Hearn could close the deal with this with a Tank fight? Granted, he get past Lamont Roach. By the way, y'all, what's the date for Lamont Roach and location? And where can I get tickets? Listen to the question. Date, location, and where can I purchase the tickets? Date, location, and where can I purchase the tickets? Anyone? Because I don't know everything. I miss a lot. Nothing. Okay. Just asking. I don't know. So you got 3 eligible bachelors there. You got Tank Davis. You got Conor Ben. You got Tia Female. So after he washes Zepeda, what's up with any of this? Because you know what, man? Let me talk to the Tank fans for a second. All right, the general idea is that he's gonna beat Lamont Roach. Acondo, my brother, salute. He's gonna beat the shit out of Zepeda. Okay, let's say he does that, because he can. He can. Don't you want to see him fight Tank next? Shakur fans, are y'all gonna smash the gas on Tank? Tank fans, do you really want? Are you cool? All right, Tank fans, let me paint a good picture for you to make you feel good this morning. Tank goes in there in 2 rounds, knocks out Lamont Roach. Left hand, boom, boom, boom. Fates plants him, knockout of the year. Jamel, what up? Knockout of the year. And now y'all get to come to my Sunday show. Yo, what now, Drew? What now? Okay, yeah, good. Good. He was supposed, I'm going to tell you right now, Chief, what up? I'm going to tell you right now. He was supposed to do that in the first goddamn fight. Now, there's supposed to be a rubber match because they fought to a draw. We thought Lamont Roach won. Rematch, Tank smokes him in 2 rounds. And y'all going to say he was supposed to do that in the first fight. This was so bad, there's no need to be a third fight. I'll roll with that. If Tank smokes him, I'll roll with that. But here's my question to the Tank Davis fans. Serious question. I'm really not clowning too hard this morning. What would y'all rather see? I'm talking to the Tank Davis fans now. What would y'all rather see? Tank versus Jake Paul? Almost threw up just now. Tank versus Jake Paul? Or Tank versus Shakur? Now I'm talking to the Tank fans. And there'll be belts on the line, will it not? What would y'all rather see, man? I know y'all watching. Be honest, man. I'm not clowning this morning. I'll open up the panel for y'all. I would like to hear from everybody. Because this is buffoonery at this point. A lot of these fighters got these fan bases. And everybody's around the same age, and they got their contemporaries around them, and they're not fighting each other. And here comes a guy like me, and I just say, hey, man, look, he should be fighting this. And then when I'm asking their fighters to do something, I'm a hater. How? What? Delano, Mac of the South, salute. King Rick, what up? So I'm asking the Tank fans, what would you like? After he smoked, let's just go that he's smoking Lamont Roach. I'll go with that. I don't think it's going to happen, but let's go with that. Let's go with Zepeda gets smoked worse than Shakur smoked Padley. Anthony, what up? Let's do that. Zepeda gets smoked. He quits in his corner like, I don't know, fuck that, man. Not coming back out. Cool, I'm good with it. He goes to Eddie Hearn. Shakur goes to Eddie Hearn and says, hey, man, give me that Tank fight. So Eddie Hearn contacts Al Heyman's people. And Turkey starts dangling another bag. Let's say it's $20 million up front. Do not go fight. Tank, what you finna make against Jake Paul? 90 million. Okay. I got 95 for you. I will put it in your account right now. Fight Shakur next. You doing that? How about this? Just off a general principle. Why are you fighting Jake Paul, man? Let me talk to the Tank fans. Would you rather see Jake Paul next or Shakur? Let's say all the businesses and all the ducks in a row. Shakur is finally going to come to Saudi and wreck shop. Because that's what you say. You say he beats everybody. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm cool with that. All I'm saying is, come prove it. Clean up the lightweight division. Start with Shakur. You smoke out Lamont Roach in 2 or 3 rounds. You face, let's say it's a nasty knockout. Let's say, he times it, left hand, and I don't know, Lamont Roach hits the ropes and falls like Apollo Creed in Rocky IV. It's shaking, but he's okay. Knockout of the year. Tank is back. That's the Tank I know. Y'all run to the LDBC Tank hating channels, and all of a sudden I'm seeing names that I never seen before. Butt plug boxing, dick blower boxing, gulp boxing, juggernaut boxing. All y'all niggas in my chat. Baltimore Slurpee, all you niggas popping up. Yeah, what about Tank now? You had a lot to say. Yeah. Come get my views up. That's great. That's great. Because you know I'm going to ask you, right? Great. Do you want your man to get at Shakur? Because the fight makes sense. There's belts involved. There's bragging rights involved. Who's the king at 135? You say it's Tank. Shakur's people say it's him. Y'all both around the same age. Y'all know each other. Money's not the issue here. Y'all in the same weight class. Jake Paul is a damn near heavyweight, man. What are we doing here? Why I got to beg these young men to do what's right? Yeah, I know, Okondo. That's why I'm asking his fans, because you can't tell me that Tank beats the world and your man said he wants to make his money and get the hell out the game. I mean, I can't believe y'all didn't notice that. All his contemporaries are around him. I remember when Regis Prograis called him out. Y'all remember that? Called Tank out his name and all that. And that was right when Tank was what? Coming to 140. Regis wanted all the smoke. Josh Taylor was an undisputed champion. Tank could have easily went up in there and fought Josh Taylor. Who does he give you? Mario Barrios. Why? Because some of these knuckle draggers want you to believe that fighting a Mexican fighter is the greatest thing in the world to do. You know what they're telling you? I'm finna pimp that audience and win this fight and stack my resume with a Mexican name and keep it pushing. Mario Barrios was not the best competition at 140. When Devin went to 140, he fought a champion and beat him like a drum. That's what happened. Seriously. Tank got y'all fooled, man. Even when he's telling you what it is, y'all know what it is. Look, he don't got y'all fooled no more. Y'all figured it out. Y'all just want to be wrong and strong at this point. Y'all done figured it out, man. Because there was nothing to figure it out. He told y'all. He's looking for the exit. But I'm asking you fans. Granted, he didn't say what he said because he said it. He wants to be peaceful, contented. He got daughters. He hate boxing, people in his business. You said you wanted to fight Devin and you said you wanted to fight Shakur. I never said that. Yes, you did, man. Yes, you did. What was it, 7-fight deal worth a gazillion dollars? Remember that? Who's on the list? Whatever you name. Take my word for it. I'll play it for you.
You say before you retire you want to fight Devin and Shakur. Is that still the plan?
I never said that. When I said that? I never said that. But I would for sure. But I never said before I retire I want to fight them too. I never said that. You said
new deal, 7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. Get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about on those 7 names?
whoever you name, they could be in it.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Just let them talk. Just let them talk. But Bill be lying though, right? He just lied to y'all. Yeah, Jose, it was 50 mil, man. Oh yeah, Stormy, we could go all the way there. We don't even have evidence that Tank ever enrolled in Vada. He didn't even know who's drug, man. All right, I don't want to get too deep into this because it's really about Shakur. We're going through his opponents though. But you right, Stormy. Rod Neal, my brother, salute. Weekend at Rennie's. King Bonnie. Ken Dog. Yep. I mean, this kid is a liar. But with that being said, Tank fans, Shakur fans, y'all don't want to lock horns? Because I'm impartial with that. I got Shakur winning. I do. I got Shakur winning. Or do I? It's only one way to find out, though, right? Why aren't they fighting? Devin left, and they have 2 belts that Devin had around his waist. And it's a waste. You know why it's a waste? Because I said, wait a minute. That WBA strap that Tank has, ain't that an email? Oh, okay. I thought that was an email. Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's an email. Shakur got a belt. He got Devin's old belt. Tank got Devin's old belt. They should have been fought. It should have been fought. Delano says, Drew, Tank and doing no worse than a lot of guys cherry picking the sport, Drew. You know that. I don't like cherry picking anywhere because it can go extremely left. Now, what happens if Shakur goes in there and he loses to Cepeda? Y'all think it's far-fetched. It's not. I have one fight in mind that'll forever make you shut the F up about that. It's called Tyson and Douglas. I think outside of America beating Russia in hockey in the Olympics, I think Tyson and Douglas, if it's not the first, it's the second biggest upset in all sports history. Russia losing to America in hockey in the Olympics, that was huge. That was huge. Tyson and Douglas, if it's not, one of them is the biggest upsets in sports history. One of them is number one, but the other one is number two. And I think it might be Tyson Douglas might be number two. Yeah, Thomas, do you believe in miracles? They made a movie of that. Black Martial Arts Society, salute. They made a movie of it. Michael Ray, what up? Russia was not supposed to beat America, but it happened. And I think if that's number 1, Tyson versus Douglas is number 2. That's one of the biggest upset in sports history. Now Delano Foreman versus Moore, it's on the list, but it's lower than that. There was a few other things in sports history that were like the biggest upsets. But I think USA versus Russia in the Olympics was 1, and I think Tyson Douglas is like number 2. Because that was ridiculous. Nobody saw that coming. I would love to meet the person that picked Douglas to win by knockout and got the round right. And this was before like real sports betting. That dude probably made $1 million that night. They're making a movie about Willie Pep. Okay, I'd like to see that. They're probably going to show, that's going to be the first time you see him actually win that round of boxing without throwing a punch. Because it's not documented. I mean, no one filmed it. There's a couple of niggas that were there that say they saw it. But whether you believe it, I don't know. And all the people that were talking about it were his friends, like Frank Sinatra, I heard. You know, those guys. I said, yeah, it sounds good. I can't deny or confirm whether that's true or not. I don't know. I wasn't there. But they got more heat for Wilt Chamberlain scoring 100 points because it's not really documented. You just see him holding up that picture says 100. I don't think he really did it. Why not? Back then, he was doing some amazing shit. I wouldn't put it past him. Willie Pep, y'all say he was amazing. Okay, I ain't gonna debate you, but why I gotta look at Wilt Chamberlain with one eye open and just accept what you say about Willie Pep? You already know what time it is. Well, whatever. Y'all remember, we're dealing with the same people that are okay with Rocky Balboa being in the goddamn Boxing Hall of Fame before Joe Frazier, and Joe Frazier's from Philly. Rocky got a statue in Philadelphia. I took a picture next to it. They moved it though. They moved it. It wasn't where it was at first. They moved it. It's still there though. Where's Joe Frazier's statue? Feel me? I'm just telling you, this is the world we live in. You guys have been conditioned in a racial in a racist world. And you've adapted that thought process because it's normalized. Everything I just said to you it's not a lie. Rocky Balboa, that statue from Rocky 3, that was just a fucking prop for a movie. But the Rocky story is such an underdog story, and people loved it. They just left the statue where the fuck it was. They moved it, but it's still there. They moved from one location to the other, but it's still there. And people go there to Philadelphia and take pictures next to the Rocky statue. Joe fucking Frazier is from Philadelphia. No statue. And I think, don't quote me on this. No, wait. Let me be careful. But look, I remember when they inducted Sylvester Stallone in the Boxing Hall of Fame. I remember when they did that. And I was going nuts because I'm like, there's several guys I could think of right now that should be there that are not there. How the fuck? Okay, man. And the same people that saying, hey, man, you overdoing it, man. Come on. Okay. I'm overdoing it. All right. Then explain it. The year that he went into the Boxing Hall of Fame, I can name several people that could have went ahead of him. Ridiculous, man. But I don't want to go off on a tangent. I'm just telling y'all been conditioned. Thank you, King Bonnie. 50 layups is 100 points. It's not far-fetched. It can happen, especially with him, because he was a super athlete. There was no three-point line. I don't think there was no goaltending. He was snatching shit out the air. Of course he could have did it easily. But you want to question him. But that Willie Pep story, no one questions it. Oh, they do? When did they put that there? Educate me, Xavier. When did they put that there? Educate me, because I don't know. That's just something I noticed. I said, man, that Rocky statue, people come from all around the world to take pictures with that thing. But Joe Frazier, Philly legend, don't talk about it. And Joe Frazier was in the first Rocky. He was in the movie. Went to Apollo. He said, yo, champ, you been ducking me? And Apollo goes, hey, you next, champ, you next. Rocky says, yeah, I guess they know each other. Don't Anthony Joshua sound like the black Rocky Balboa? Hey, why do I feel this way? Hey, come on, Apollo. I don't think you could beat that Russian. Hey, Anthony Joshua, you the next world heavyweight champion? I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to take a poop. I think they poisoned my water. See, same person. We've been trained, man. You want to know what conditioning is? And I don't mean what y'all imagine Tank puts in his hair. I'm talking about mental conditioning. You know what mental conditioning is? Jeff Sparks, salute. Mental conditioning. Tank Davis used the term email champion. Do y'all really think he was supposed to do that? He referred to Devin as an email champion, as a means of disrespect. Now, let me ask you a question. Where did that term go? Where'd it go? We don't use it no more, right? It went the way of the franchise status. Okay, he just sent me a picture. In front of the Michelob Arena? Yeah, that's dope. Xavier, what year did that get there? That's a dope-ass statue, too. I didn't see it when I was down there. Smoking Joe. What year did they put that Frazier statue there? Please tell me it's at least 30. 2015? I was just about to say, please tell me it was in the 80s and I just missed it. It just got there in 2015? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, bro. Please, 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 please tell me it was there for the last 30, 40 years and I just missed it. Hold up, let's look this up. Oh, Lord, please don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Joe Frazier statue here. Oh my God, 2015. Rocky statue year 1982. Ain't no racism though, nothing to see here. I was 7 years old when that Rocky statue was. Oh my God. Oh my God. And when we get on here and we talk about things like this, y'all argue with us. And we're saying, no, man, when we talk about systematic racism and we talk about shit like this, I gotta remember, it's 2025. Yo, you really can't talk to me unless you're some sort of historian and unless you're raised a certain way. But if you was born in 2000, if you was a baby when 9/11 happened, I was a full-grown man and I was at work that day. There's certain things you just need to shut up and listen. You don't need to be going back and forth with me. You gotta listen, because ego makes you just want to attack and defend yourself instead of sitting back and listening to the information. You can't learn with a big ego. You can't. You cannot. When Scrapbook Boxing drops a video, or when I go to his channel and look up something in reference to the history, the fighters he's talking about, he wasn't alive back then, but he's interviewed these guys before they died. This is an education. There's nothing for me to add. Do you walk into school knowing everything? Do you go back and forth with the teacher? Why is it that one? But I'm talking to black people now, because I don't expect other ethnicities too many to take us seriously because that's how they were raised. But when you have a black person trying to teach you something and you have problems humbling yourself to that education, think about why that's so. You know how many times I heard these young, y'all call yourselves this, these YNs? Oh, you old niggas, yo, you think you know everything. Yeah, I know more than you. 25 years older than you. You've been there, I've done that. The only thing different is technology. And when I say I've done that, no, I'm not in the street, smoked out, drunk, and everything else, but I've been around it enough to know, hey, brother, don't do that. Hey, brother, you see what you're about to do? Don't do that. And while I'm trying to educate to keep you out of trouble, you're telling us to shut the fuck up? Because you know it all. Okay, go right ahead. You know it all. Go right ahead. You ignoring me and disrespecting me and showing no respect to the people that were here before you gave nothing but space and opportunity for guys like Paulie Malignaggi to get on here and say there is no systematic racism. And because he attacked Devin and Bill, you don't give a fuck about where it's coming from in his mind, in his heart, rather. But the enemy of my enemy, which is one dumb motherfucker came up here and said that got banned for life on all my channels. Grown ass man who claims he has 4 sons in here capping for Tank for reasons that he explained, but it makes no sense, and he'll never understand how dangerous that thought process is. Tank's fans don't even want us questioning his moves. He's about to give you, and this is all relevant, let me bring it back to boxing now, because, you know, boxing is life. It's a direct reflection of life. Y'all put so much stock into this kid, and he's saying he's retiring at the end of this year. We're 6 months in. He's about to give you a rematch with Lamont Roach, which he wasn't supposed to do in the first place, and Jake Paul on the way out, and Shakur standing right there in the dress, looking sexy, I might add, to him, to all you niggas. with a belt. When Devin left 135, they didn't even talk to each other. And I was on here asking, Dragon, what up? I was asking, hey, man, that's a unification right there. I'd pay to see it. Nothing. And Tank fans, y'all didn't smash the gas on him. And Shakur fans, y'all didn't smash the gas on Tank either. So I'm like, whoa, what's happening? But I'll tell you what he did do. Well, I could show you better than I can tell you. I could show you. Y'all remember this?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Tell him stay focused.
Take 25%. Take 25% and fight Devin. Take 25%.
Teach some defense.
Take 25%.
Teach some defense. Whoa!
Move! Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Y'all forgot? Eric, salute. Y'all forgot? He want to roll up on George Kambosos after he had the tough fight against Maxie Hughes, trying to promote himself. Nobody cared, right? Tank was there the whole time. And watch this. Belt or not, for all of you that want to come in here and try and be particular, let me disarm you for a minute. Whether there's a belt on the line or not, I still would rather have seen Shakur versus Tank. There was no excuse for these dudes not to fight. Once Devin left, even when they were there, even when Devin was there. But now with Devin's left, I'm like, what's going on? Loma wasn't retired. How the hell did Loma secure a Kambosos fight with his Christian brother? Remember that? Shots fired. How'd that happen? How'd they get together and break bread? And Shakur, you sitting there looking stupid in the dress. And Tank, the face of boxing, sitting there looking even dumber. Shakur, you gonna holler at Eddie and say, hey man, get me this Tank fight. Get him away from Jake Paul. Is that what's happening? You want to see that? Pop this buffoon. Where's my other video at? Guys, is amazing, man. Where's that? I ain't letting y'all off the hook, man. I'm letting y'all off the hook. No. You want a chopping block, Shakur? Shakur?
Take 25%. You should have taken 25%, but you know what? Just keep taking 25%. Come on, we love this guy.
Should have took it, Shakur. Maniac. Should have took the 25%, man. You know what's crazy? Just a sidebar. Let me talk about nigga Hitchens, apartheid. He was talking real loud and everything else, and they were talking about a bet. Y'all heard about that? The bet. Oh, yo, you take that bet. That's why I bet you I'll knock you out. And he beat the shit out of George Kambosos too. But you know why they were chilling? Because they already smoked him in the negotiations, man. George got everything. He picked himself out, took a shower, got some N-swell on that eye, went right back to his mansion in Australia. He's chilling because he killed them in the negotiations. Take a bet for what? Nigga? Man. So when you brothers running around cutting each other down, Loma gassed you, right? Think about this. George Kambosos got the Loma fight, Shakur. You idiot. Tank didn't even want no smoke with Loma until he found out his back was hurting. By the way, if you think that everyone on the inside of boxing didn't know that his health, that Loma's health wasn't up to par, you're bugging. They knew. That's why he was trying to get him now. He didn't get him 5 years ago. He's trying to get him now. They knew. Everybody knew. Mansa Musa, my brother, salute. Cut the bullshit. Running up on George Kambosos. You running up on Loma. Those crackers wasn't trying to entertain you. You know why, Shakur? You're too talented. You're dangerous. But guess what? How's it feel to be 50% nigga? Because you got ignored. See, you're nice with it, right? You're nice with it. You're the real Matrix. Shakur's the real Matrix. Shakur never been knocked down. Loma has. Shakur never had his ribs broke. Loma has. Uh-oh. He's the real Matrix. Shakur never been touched. He's the real Matrix. And Loma ducked him too. But you got to run around and go to fights and pull up. And as soon as you pull up on George Kambosos, his father said, man, take 25%. Get out my face. And you know what? That man was right. What's the worst that could happen? You could lose to Devin or you could win. That's to be the best for you, right? But you knew your worth. Your worth was against Edwin De Los Santos in a stinker that they said, I didn't call it a stinker. I call it a brilliant performance. ESPN called it a stinker. Let me be clear. And you didn't make enough money. You didn't make, not enough. You didn't make as much money as you would have made with Devin. With more at stake, more on the line. No one would hold a loss against Devin over your head. But the best case scenario for you would be you could have beat him. After you done sent the bottles over to him after he beat Loma, invited you to the pool party and everything. Oh, sign a contract. Remember that? Okay, well, he came to you with a contract. You didn't sign it. And that's why I don't feel sorry for this nigga. You done pressed Loma. They laughed at you. I read the comments. Oh, pillow fist. He breaks his fists every time. They call him pillow fist too in those comments. Shower salute, queen. He can't fuck with the Matrix. He'll just get put in the Matrix. Push up on George Kambosos. Take 25%. Get out our face. Now you with Eddie. Dude, you better beat Zepeda. You better beat Zepeda. If you lose to Zepeda, bro, pack this dude up. You better smoke Zepeda. I just can't get this Douglas and Tyson shit out of my head. All right, y'all want to go with that? All right, we ain't got to go with that. Y'all remember Ricardo Mayorga and Burning Forest? I didn't see that coming. I really didn't see. That was fresh off of 2 Shane Mosley victories, and he was on Inside the NBA that week. I mean, him beating Shane Mosley though, in the fashion in which he did it, that was big news, man. And Vernon was getting his shine. He deserved it. Got in there with Ricardo Mayorga, who was it was supposed to be target practice. It was on Boxing After Dark. It was a Saturday. I'll never forget it. Vernon was back there. He was getting properly warmed up. He didn't want George Foreman talking about him when he came out. Oh, man, he wasn't warmed up. He was bone dry. He didn't want to hear that. So he's properly warmed up. They were back there laughing, and he's hitting pads. I said, man, I don't even know this Mayorga dude. Mayorga know he was brought in there to lose. But he didn't get the fucking memo. In fact, if you go watch the fight from start to finish, right, it might be on YouTube, and if it's unedited, I don't know which round it was. But in between one of the rounds, Mayorga goes back to his corner, sits down, and says it, because there was always a guy that was translating in Spanish. There was a guy that there, and Xavier, you may remember what I'm talking about. Jose might remember what I'm talking about. He sat down and he said something in Spanish, and the guy translated. He said, that black guy hits hard. Tay, good morning. That's what he said about Vernon. So he was feeling it. Whatever Vernon was hitting him with, he was feeling it. He said, that black guy hits hard. El Negro, something. That black guy hits hard. I said, oh man, it's only a matter of time. So I'm sitting down, I'm just watching, and he threw a wild right hand, and he knocked the shit out of Vernon, and Vernon fell. I said, was that a slip? No, wait. And when he got up, I was like, yo, wait a minute. He hit him, and then he got all glassy. They zoomed the camera on his face. I said, oh shit, fight's over. Smoked a cigarette, and then this motherfucker Larry fucking Merchant, once again. Yeah, Thomas, it was definitely the first fight. Once again, here come Larry Merchant, smiling and celebrating, and then said, we toast you. Now, what the fuck did Vernon Forrest do to Larry Merchant to have him say, we toast you? Man, Vernon was supposed to carry the flagship of HBO, man. Right? He just beat Shane Mosley, right? This is Shane Mosley that had 2 wins over Oscar De La Hoya, that guy. We toast you. Did y'all forget this? Hold on, wait a minute. I think I have the clip, because I was going crazy in here. I was going crazy. Now, will it be here? I don't think it's, you know what? It's on my other hard drive. Let me see if I can get the other hard drive. Give me 1 second. I know I have it. Larry Merchant been making my hypertension act up for years. Son of a bitch. I know I got it. Let me see if I can. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Video slides. The nigga said, we toast you. And I was like, what the yo, I was in here screaming. I was like, yo, what do you mean? Yo, I was so mad, bro. I was so mad. Oh, here it is. There you go. I got it. We toast you. Then years later, y'all see why when I saw him on the couch after Wilder Fury 2 and Sean Porter sitting on there smiling, I said, wait a minute, who let him in the house? Who let him in? And then he didn't disappoint. Bye-bye, Miss American Pies. This is the last we've seen of the Great Black Hope. Look, here it is.
Vernon wobbling on his feet as he threw the right hand. He goes down in the face of a crushing right cross.
And that time he was seriously hurt.
Yeah, look at the wobbling in Vernon Forrest.
Marty Dinkins stops the fight. Marty Dinkins stopped the fight. I just want to finish this with one gesture, Ricardo. Here's what you haven't smoked in a long while. You haven't smoked since you started training. This is your favorite cigarette. We toast you.
Te saludamos, Ricardo. Usted que no ha fumado en varios meses. Dámelo ahora, dámelo.
Yo, I just remembered he handed him the motherfucking cigarette. There ain't no smoking in these buildings, man. Well, you know what? I don't remember what the location was in Vegas. My first time to Vegas, and I saw people smoking in all the goddamn casinos. That was throwback for me. Because remember, I was born in 75. You used to be able to smoke on airplanes and in restaurants, whatever. No smoking was no smoking. They even had smoking areas for the restaurants. They got rid of that. You can't smoke at all. You can't smoke in buildings. When I went to Vegas and I saw people smoking indoors, it threw me off. But you can do that. It threw me off. I was like, oh, shit. It was in California. Oh, you was there, Xavier? Yeah. Is there smoking in the building by chance? Do you remember? Because he handed him the goddamn cigarette, bro. I was like, yo. But what the fuck was Larry Merchant? What was he celebrating, man? What the hell was that? Oh, you're not allowed to smoke. You see? Handed him the cigarette. He was in on the joke. Do you remember how Larry Merchant, let me just park here for a minute because it's all relevant. You remember how Larry Merchant used to talk to Larry Holmes? Do y'all go back that far? Stormy, no. You remember how Larry Merchant used to talk to Bernard Hopkins when he stood for something? Remember how Larry Merchant used to talk to Roy Jones? Yeah, you know, he didn't fight anybody. You know, he didn't fight anybody because he beat everybody in 175, man. The only person that Roy didn't fight at 175 was Darius Michalczewski. And Michalczewski wanted him to come to Europe to fight him. And Roy was like, fuck that. And right, don't go over there for them to rob you and poison you. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no, y'all can't even spell Michalczewski's last name. It's not like how it sounds, trust me. But he was the only rival that Roy didn't fight. And he fought all his fights in Germany. But if you that guy, he was supposed to come to Vegas. See what I mean? Look at how he talked to Floyd. So all you got to do is just look at Larry Merchant and just look at his track record. Vernon Forrest just did something great versus Shane Mosley. And salute to Shane. But the way Shane never got dominated like that. This was a prime Shane Mosley, and Vernon did it. He did it, man. And this was supposed to be a showcase fight, and he messed up. Now, Vernon Forrest wasn't some big star. He just was riding the short wave of beating Shane Mosley 2 times. So he was getting his credit. He got in the ring, and Ricardo Mayorga, goddamn it, got more celebrated for beating a guy that had a shining light for about 2 seconds. He got more praise for beating Forrest than Forrest got more praise for beating Shane Mosley. This is why I don't want y'all to talk to me about Turkey Al-Sheikh going to Shiraz's corner and saying you're down 2 points. You get what I'm saying? I mean to sound long-winded. You see how I bring y'all back full circle? Don't talk to me about no Turkey Al-Sheikh, bro. Not when ESPN didn't tell you about Daniel Kinahan. Y'all had to come here to get that information. I had to bring Art Hostage and salute to him. I had to bring Art Hostage on here to tell y'all about Daniel Kinahan. Tay Jones had to come here and tell y'all about Daniel Kinahan. We had to tell you about Daniel Kinahan. ESPN has never said anything about this guy. Don't talk to me about no goddamn Turkey Al-Sheikh. Because he's getting organic outcomes. And he's making the fights, and he has an endless real bag. There's no side to the streets fucking with him. So why Shakur can't get a hold of Tank? That's on Tank. Eddie's the middleman. So you're going to pop this buffoon or not? What's going on? Y'all see Conor Ben standing there looking mad? Didn't Shakur say, hey, man, 154, we can get it. Remember all of that? And then when I put the mic in his face, he sang a different tune. When he said, oh, nah, it was, I looked around. I was like, no one's going to say anything? Okay, I ain't going to say anything either because I don't want to. See, what happens is, y'all, somebody asked me, yo, Drew, you was right in front of that dude. You should have said this and that and that. I'm like, yo, you know what? You got to understand. You're there for your own content, but in respect to other people there, you don't want to turn the athlete off because you could turn them off. They could just say, I ain't taking no more questions. They walk off. They got people looking at you strange. Oh, yeah, I remember this. He was there eating a piece of chicken. I remember that. That's real. Am I lying on this? Am I lying on this dude, man? I said, yo, man, why don't you? I don't understand. Yo, you guys got to understand. Y'all be wanting us to go to these presses. You got to understand, those presses are by invite. I don't get called for all of them. And what you don't want to do is ruin your relationship with the people that invited you. And you don't know who people around you with cameras are. They could tell you, hey man, that guy out there, he was asking like these weird questions. And you know, who is he? Oh, that's Drew Titan LLC. Yo, next time, just ignore the email. Or just decline it. That's all. I'm getting content for myself. I'm also getting it to y'all. I go live all the time. Getting it for y'all. Those questions get asked. And that's another thing. You don't just jaw jack them and scream at them just because some of these guys deserve to get screamed at. They do. But do y'all want y'all questions answered or not? That's what I'm saying. I'm there to ask a question. That's how you conduct an interview. And all you got to do is let these motherfuckers talk. Let them talk. Because they're going to tell you exactly what you need to hear. For example, go to my videos. Yeah, here it is. I'll let you hear it yourself. This right here. Now, first of all, I'm telling you right now, I'm an energy person. He didn't even want to sit there and be talking to us, bro. I'm telling you right now, he did not.
Have you and Keyshawn actually talked about those rankings since they came out?
No, I ain't talking about it. Bro, I can't blame.
Yo, they talking about this is when they was talking about the rankings and who's ahead of who. And he just didn't want to be bothered, bro. His whole energy was like that. But I'm standing there with the camera. But this, when the Conor Ben conversation came up.
For him to go back in there and fight Lamont, I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter.
Listen.
I can see that going left. So you better be on his A game.
You really need Lamont one the first fight, 154 and fight?
I asked two questions at the same time. I ain't get shit
Listen.
out of that.
You really want to move up to 154 after this fight and fight Conor Ben?
Yo, you know, I kind of said 154. I probably was stretching.
I kind of said 154. I kind of was stretching. When he said that, when his face was just like this, I looked around like, whoa. So he's allowed to change his mind. I'm cool with that. You can change your mind. But he's allowed to change his mind. Right? Remember that. This is okay. I'm talking to Shakur fans. I know y'all mad at me. I really don't care.
Stretching 154, but I'll fight him at 147.
So he stretched 154. He said, I'll fight him at 147. All right, cool, brother. So he's allowed to change his mind. That's okay. I'm cool with it. Wait a minute. Devin went to 140. Beat up Regis Prograis. Prior to that, he said he can go back to 135 or maybe a little after the fight. I don't remember. He might have been saying, yeah, I'll go back to 130. You know, fighters talk shit. But then when the dust settled and he thought about it, he said, you know what? I ain't going back down there. Because he knows what it's like to make the sacrifice. You know, sacrifice? What do I mean by sacrifice? What do I mean? Drew, what do you mean by sacrifice? You know, sacrifice, which means making weight, having your diet in order, you know, making weight on fight night. How many times has Devin missed weight? Never. So I don't understand how you call him a weight bully. How many times has Shakur missed weight? How many times has Tank missed weight? Okay. Yeah, Delano, I'd say you said Tank's resume is way better than Tito Shakur's. Facts. Okay. I'll give you that. I'm sure Shakur fans will come in here and argue with you, but that's fine. My thing is this. Resume is irrelevant. Both of them got belts. Why are they staring at each other and not fighting? I don't know what's going on. He said Tank's name and Tank said Jake Paul's name. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? I don't identify with any of this rhetoric. It's ridiculous. Devin's never missed weight. Shakur has, Tank has. So why is Devin not allowed to change his mind about going back to 135? They dragged him for it, right? He's not allowed to change his mind. But Shakur, right in front of me, When asked about Conor Benn at 54, he said I might have stretched a little bit, but I fought him at 147. And y'all didn't say anything. I'm talking about the haters now. Now, if that was Devin, yeah, Boots, 154. You said you do it. Hey, you know, it's a little bit of a stretch. I just got to 147. I fight Boots at 47, not 54. Oh, you be lying. Oh, Bill be capping. Oh, y'all lying. Oh, y'all Oakland niggas, y'all be lying. And you're capping. You Bill be capping. Oh, LDBC. Why he lied? Yeah, I already know. Shakur, you know what? I'm not even going to call Shakur a liar right here. He was being honest. He doubled back and said, wait a minute. I thought about that shit. Nah. I thought about that shit. Nah. You know, I'll give him that. Delano's asking, what about Shakur and Devin? Why not that? Does anybody want to help him out? Because I swear to God, I covered that earlier, and we've been covering it, I don't know, before Devin left 135. Delano, was you listening earlier? Or you in and out the chat? Or, you know, I what is going on with you, brother? You don't remember, you know, Devin offered him a fight before he left 135, and you don't remember when I said that, you know, Shakur had everything in his possession. Shakur, when I say in his possession, he had everything was in his favor. Devin was going to be drained, and Shakur was going to get his highest payday, and a shot at 4 belts in one night, and the first time on pay-per-view, and it was totally a winnable fight for him. And he said no and chose to fight Edmund De Los Santos. That could have happened, you know, and Shakur declined. That's what happened, brother. That's what happened. Now, y'all see Teofimo Lopez sitting over there? Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, speaking of that list, Delano, he's third on Devin's list. Yeah, he's there. But what's going on with that list right now? As of this morning, 11 a.m., East Coast time, June 26, 2025. How's that list coming? How's the list coming? You tell me. Bill done ran down on Richardson Hitchens. And what happened? He started tap dancing. And, you know, with his knuckles was touching the goddamn ground. And he was standing up straight. His knuckles were still on the ground. There goes that. Teofimo Lopez, 11 mil. He said, fuck that, man. And he don't even talk like that. But all of a sudden, he started talking Spanish. He just forgot what English was. Yeah, Norman Jr., he's the only real nigga on there. He's the only real nigga on there. Ryan Garcia says, see you next year. Teofimo said, fuck that 11 mil. Arthur, what up? Tank said, give me a Roach rematch and Jake Paul. I mean, what? What's going on here? Boots went to 154. All right, cool. You can't make 147 no more? Cool. So I'm saying, you said Shakur. So I'm saying, well, he's third on the list. Well, how's that list coming? So far, the word is Norman Jr. in November. I'm with it. But Shakur was on the chopping block before there was a list. We could have been had that. So is this buffoon going to get popped in Shakur or what? Pop the buffoon. If he smokes Zepeda, what's next, man? Y'all tell me. I don't know. But y'all see it. He's allowed to. Other fighters are allowed to change their mind and everything else. I didn't call Shakur a liar. I just pointed out, hey, he changed his mind, like how Devin changed his mind about going back to 135, and there was an uproar. Hassan, what up? There was an uproar. There was an uproar, and I'm like, whoa, this guy just called out Conor Benn at 54, and then he changed his mind. You know, okay, whatever. Okay. Yeah, Delano, but that's a shared responsibility because both of them are champions at 135, and they never. All right, let me be clear. Let me check myself. Was there ever any negotiations between Tank and Shakur? Any? Did I miss it? Let me know, please. I don't know everything, y'all. Did I miss it? Did the camps ever talk? Did anyone send anyone a term sheet? You know, that sort of thing that I can't stand? Did anything ever happen? Did I miss it? Yes or no? Because my next question is, if that was never even a conversation, why wasn't it a conversation? I'm so sick of y'all ass, man. That's when I say y'all ass, I'm talking not y'all. I'm talking about these stupid ass fans, man. So sick of it, man. Sometimes you say you're doing too much. A lot of y'all are not doing enough. Really. You're not doing enough. Y'all let things slide that are not supposed to slide. Let's give you an example. That shit with the Frazier statue and the Rocky statue, that's symbolic, and that's right in your face. And y'all so conditioned to ignore shit. They want to see, hey man, let's see if we can do this, and they don't say anything. Oh shit, we did it. All right, don't say anything. See, and they do more and more and more, and y'all don't question anything. And then when the elders look back and say, hey man, y'all don't notice that? Oh man, you looking too deep. Rocky Balboa had a statue in Philly since 1982. Joe Frazier didn't get one until 2015. And if you was born in 2000, that doesn't register with you. You know why? You probably even live in Philly. That's just normalized to you. Oh yeah, Joe Frazier, who's that? Oh, that's the guy that fought Ali a billion times. Ali beat him though. This nigga's walking around saying, Ali beat him though. That's not the point. Do you know the history behind all of that? You see what I'm saying? But didn't Ali beat him? That's what a dumb nigga will say. Oh, he got a statue. Who's that? That's Joe Frazier. Oh, that's the nigga that Ali beat? Didn't Ali beat him though? In other words, why is he getting a statue? Because he lost. Whole time, doesn't Oscar Valdez have a statue in his town in Mexico? Whoa! Go! Didn't Shakur smoke him? He still got that statue though. Same niggas with that same thought process will be in Alabama standing right next to the Deontay Wilder statue and say, hey man, I'm saying the foghorn leghorn sounding ass niggas. Yeah, I say he lost that Tyson Fury there. Wow. One group of people will celebrate the success of an athlete. And even if the athlete lost, they will congratulate the efforts and celebrate that. But can't be no nigga. Because you niggas instinctively think about the tough times that you know about. I know niggas right now that'll go next to that Wilder statue and be like, oh, well, you know, a Fury. Y'all go right next to that Frazier statue and start thinking, oh, you know, Ali whooped his ass and didn't George Foreman whoop his ass? Wow. And you guys will go right across the street at the Staples Center and stand right next to that Oscar De La Hoya statue and not say anything about no goddamn fishnets because you niggas are conditioned. There's statues of dead people all around America. All around America. Y'all don't say anything. It'd be like a colonel from the Civil War. You don't know how many black people he killed. Statue right there on goddamn 5th Avenue in Manhattan. Delano says, name a top fighter that Shakur fought in his career. Oscar Valdez. I just said, Delano, the man got a statue in his goddamn town in Mexico. Oscar Valdez. I just named one. I just did. They put him on a pedestal, not me. They did that. Right now, Oscar Valdez, and he popped dirty. Oscar Valdez is more celebrated than Shakur. And Shakur is a better boxer than him. Smoked him, knocked him down and all that. But what I want you to understand, Delano, brother, is that all the talk about resume goes out the window because they're in the same division and they both have belts. It's a unification fight, and they're just staring at each other. And no one is smashing the gas on either camp saying, yeah, Shakur next or Tank next. They're not doing it. When you say Devin Haney's name, your thongs go to extra tight and your balls fall out the front. And y'all start screaming in a high-pitched voice about how Bill and Devin be lying. He said Conor Ben at 154, then retracted the statement. I said, okay, I'm not going to call him a liar. And again, Teofimo Lopez is sitting there. He's standing there like a bitch. Look at Conor looking at him. You know, I am half nigger. You cheeky bastards. I am half nigger, you know. You know that, right, Tio? That's why Tio's standing there. He's the only motherfucker not moving. Oh, shit. Yeah. I am half nigger, you know. Hey, question, Shakur, you don't want to fight Teofimo Lopez? I wanted 11 million to fight Devin. I'll fight you for 5. Tio just standing there. Tio fans, where y'all at? What is he doing next? For you pocket watchers, where can he make 11 million other than with Devin? How about this? What do you want to see him do next? He's not fighting Boots. Hey, watch this. Feed him to Conor Ben. Conor Ben will knock the shit out of Teofimo Lopez. There, I said it. So I don't know what he's doing next. Shakur, you want to get that Teofimo work? Y'all got to do something. How about Conor Ben versus Tank Davis? Conor Ben knocks the shit out of Tank Davis. Prove me wrong. You can disagree. Prove me wrong. Can these niggas fight already, man? Can they do that? Hey, Eddie. You the one that giving out that mic, bro? Make it happen. Well, I gotta get my day started, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda Cash App, the Super Chat. Salute to the GOAT, Muhammad Ali. I saw you, Stormy. Muhammad Ali ain't got no statue. Hey, right in our face, right? Right in our face. No statue for him.
All my troubles come more nigga. Yeah, it makes me mad. Why you niggas are so against somebody for you?
How much longer do you think your mom
makes me so mad. Long enough to beat your ass if you fuck up. That's right. You might not get out of the stadium tonight. You got to be cool because you've been watched.
Bob Arum was like 50 years old, and he was older than that. I guess evil never dies, man. Salute to y'all. I'm out of here. Get my day started, man. Yeah, y'all stay safe. Keep your head straight. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.